It's looking pretty sweet. Now, for those who aren't aware, Deej has been working on the Google Play and App Store app, and I can give you a quick rundown of it. Actually, hopefully, can you guys look? Maybe not, but can you guys see the koala? So, you know, you use this application Test Flight, and you can actually bring it up, and it's a if it's in focus, but a replica of the website. So it's really cool. But a little bit in further. Well, but yeah, so I've just got to do a couple more updates to the website, make sure it's legit. But you know, we're not far away now to having our own website that's updated now, own app, which is pretty sweet. But every time we seem to give our website developer feedback and edits, they seem to go missing. But I had a really great meeting with Visual this morning as well, and we got some updates to send over to them. Before I sent them over the updates, I'm asking for them to give us an update back, so we're not overtraining each other. Adrian, out of curiosity, were you able to put together a quick slide on the articles?
Of course, I'm ready when you are.
All right, man. Let me see what. All right, man. Feel free to take over the screen and give us a quick update of how many articles did we post today?
It's gonna be 4.
Stop sharing and feel free to jump on.
All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Beautiful. First article for the day, we got Lockbit. Ransomware gang gets aggressive with triple extortion tactic, right? So the gang has recently suffered a DDoS attack, allegedly on behalf of digital security giant Entrust, right? So Lockbit was trying to publish Entrust information, but Entrust was fighting back a little bit. That prevented access to data published on its corporate leak site. But for more information, go on the website. But essentially, Lockbit avoided the attack. Definitely published and trust all the information. They leaked it already, so they kept their promise essentially. So really interested article. Definitely would check it out. DuckDuckGo opens its privacy-focused email service to anyone. This is definitely really awesome, really huge. If you want to get a duck.com email, right? So basically, they're just an encryption email, really awesome that you get to access this as well. So definitely go ahead and look at this article. NATO investigates dark web leak of data stolen from missile vendor. NATO is investigating the leak of data reportedly stolen from a European missile systems firm, which hackers have put up for sale on the dark web, according to the published report. Right. So basically, they just stole blueprints and of missiles that were being used in Ukraine. Really serious, and they just put it up for sale. It's crazy the information that hackers can get, right, just for money. Last but not least, student loan account registration info hacked. 2.5 million people were affected. So that's 2.5 million social securities, addresses, emails, passwords, everything, right? Many student loan borrowers caught a huge break this week with government forgiveness of some student loan debt, but 2.5 suffered a breach of their contract and social security numbers, right? And then this is the website, just in case you want to check it out. So yeah, that wraps it up for today.
Excellent, Adrian. Thank you for pulling it out together. You know, let's just go around the room really and just, you know, what was your major takeaway from the 4 news articles that we posted? Was it the number of students, the ransomware gang flexing their muscles? You know, what's your major takeaway? And I'll start from the top, Adrian.
The biggest one, right? The ransomware gang. You know, Entrust really tried to stop them, but they were messing around. Entrust essentially helped Lockbit secure and upgrade their defenses while just publishing all of Entrust data. So I definitely think that one caught my eye the most. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I think we posted, was it last week? Entrust, no trust. You know, those guys are going to be bleeding for some time, especially when you're in the IT services game, and if something like that happens, it can be quite embarrassing. But I'm sure the folks over there will bounce back pretty quick. All right, who else do we have next? I believe we have Arjun.
The one that I was interested more was the DuckDuckGo, the thing with the email. I think that will help the users.
Yeah, especially when you know, your privacy and your data is just a commodity in this, you know, 21st century. Having a complete privacy email app that, you know, fingers crossed it's secure, fingers crossed it can hold some data, you can transfer some files, and you've got that end-to-end encryption would be a nice peace of mind, because these web service email accounts, like your old Yahoo, Hotmail, even Gmail, pretty much reads everything in your inbox. So it would be nice to have an alternative. Okay, moving on to Layla.
I would have to say that one caught my eye as well. I just think it's very innovative. It's not really something I've heard people do before. Obviously, you can make multiple emails on different platforms or the same platform, but having one that provides more security and privacy is very innovative and cool.
Yep. Yeah, I must admit, when I'm searching the web, I use an application called Brave and DuckDuckGo. So reportedly, it escapes a lot away from the Google looking at what you're typing and collecting all the data. So those privacy conscious people out there might be a great alternative. Last but not least, Vizzle.
One article that really stuck out to me the most had to be where the one with Bitcoin, where the hackers had stolen crypto from the Bitcoin ATMs. There was, I believe, and it was an exploit during day one, and I feel like that could have been prevented if they just had before they released it, they should have just made sure that there were no vulnerabilities and no exploits could be done. Possibly
Yeah,
attack.
sometimes the speed of market outplays everything, and I think you find that with the videos that Arjun's creating, and I think they're magnificent. And Arjun, thank you so much. When you send it to me, I'm like, oh, this is super cool, and you know, post online. And Arjun's like, no, it's not ready yet. There might be a few minor mistakes in it, but you know, speed to market, security, they all come into play.
I've sent
Aiden,
2 more videos, the ones that I
yeah,
sent it before, but I think now they are completed. I'll work on some more, so.
yeah. Well, let me know, because I have to start downloading them and jumping them so you guys can get access to it. But I really love, you know, the quick introduction, us talking about those articles and just snipping it out. And I also love, you know, the top 6 things, the top 3 things, and how to protect yourself online. You know, and I think that will play
Because
out
I
a lot.
think we should try and use every possible way to post and see the feedback that we get from it. And
Yeah. All right. So we got 2 weeks remaining. In this 2 weeks, I've given Adrian the green light. We're going to spend some money on marketing. We're going to see what the difference between that happens on mainly LinkedIn. So a couple $100 this week, a couple $100 next week. I know we've been really pushing the all organic, so it'll be interesting to see what a couple $100 gets us here and there, and we'll see if our, you know, growth, our paid growth is worth the squeeze. But Adrian, you've had your hand up for a while, so jump in.
I think we should all raise our hands to Arjun because top-notch videos. Definitely, thank you. We definitely needed that. So let's all just take this moment to raise our hands for Arjun. To comment on what you just said, spending money on marketing. Just a little recap. We did increase our engagements by 1,000 in one day. So I'm really curious to see our impressions. Sorry, not engagement. Really curious to see, because you did promote it for 2 weeks. Really curious to see what the numbers would be by the end of 2 weeks. So
yeah, it'd be great to see the impressions come across to likes, and the community that we're building. We want people engaged. We want commentary. We want opinions different to ours. We want to help others out there, but we also want to keep these companies accountable. Vizzle.
Yeah. So I think this may be a great start as well. Maybe trying out something like, $100 here, $100 next month. The more we push this, maybe we can actually get more organic followers. Maybe when people see us in their feed, then it'll all come down naturally after.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. The whole point is trying things. I think coming into this, it was really getting you guys to understand open source intelligence research, identifying newsworthy articles that your mum and pops, should understand, and making that relatable to them. Having so many university people's data get breached recently, that it's incredible. It really is. So it's a lot of trial and error. I put a lot of trust in you guys to come up with the articles. Arjun, the videos, I think it's really, really fun. And, it's taken me the 10 weeks to really understand your strengths and your abilities and trying to match them to, where we're going from Dishka, from her, understanding the back-end engineering and pushing the app to Vizzle, meeting with the website designer and, painstakingly go through that with a fine-tooth comb. So we're making progress, man. It's really cool. It's really cool to see.
The thing that I like the most about us is that everyone is good at something, so mix of everything, so that helps a lot, I think.
Yeah, everyone brings their individual skill set to this, which, just complements each other. And I know you're only doing like an hour a day, maybe two, push it up, finish the next couple of weeks strong. But yeah, let's have some fun with it. It's all about having fun, creating this community, and I'm, out speaking to the right people. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and we make something from it. But look, guys, let me share my screen again. I'm still yet to cross post the articles that we created to our other social media sites, but as you can see, this is the website. The website's looking sharp. The colors just do it for me. It's clean. We've given feedback to get rid of the search because the website's like a landing page. It's not much in it, actually. Links to our various social media sites. I don't know. We have to clean this up. So I think the icons need to be at the start, but there might have been an issue with it. I'm not sure, but let's find out. And once we get the feedback.
Also, the colors of the icons, I think, would be better if they have only one color. So.
Oh, you think you should? Yeah. Should we just go like our turquoise color?
Even it could be original ones or just like this one, black and white. So it's not a mix of everything, in my opinion. So.
Matt, no, I appreciate it. It's a good.
Yeah, and the one that the icon should stand next to text is better.
Yeah, and that's the feedback we put together. So hopefully put that, or hopefully our web design gets it. The media, I've got every meeting since we started this recorded. It's up to me to put it down and put it onto YouTube so we can look at it and laugh at each other. This is the video that Arjun actually put together, and no doubt it's going to play and bring up an ad, but yeah,
Oh,
so I
on
don't know
YouTube,
if
it doesn't look that good.
I don't know if it was that I did it from my phone and YouTube cut it, or was a problem with it, but hey, we can work that out.
I can check it and see what's wrong with that.
Yep. You know, we got the sign up, the bibliography. This here, see where this koala is? I want the full gamut of the summer interns together so we can get a photo on Teams and have everyone listed, and just do a quick photo to post that. I don't think we're going to have the luxury of meeting everyone on site, but slowly coming there. The mission, vision, goals, and we're missing the values. But when we go back to the top, he's got it pushed over to the bio. So the order of it's not where I get, but I think, you know, this is how I want it all on the same page. So we've got our, you know, about us, the goals, the vision, the mission, our core values, then it follows up. But you know, really happy about it. The disclaimer, our privacy policy, everything that's needed for us to have our applications is listed on this. So it's cool. It's a huge achievement, and you know, we should allow push notifications so when we do drop an article or a new video, you know, people are going to get it. We just need that 5-star rating. Questions or comments?
Are you gonna start sending out newsletters?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to have a weekly wrap of just the top news articles that we wrote, and that's where it comes down to our open source intelligence research, where hey, here's an article, but we want to do a quick summary of, you know, maybe 2 to 3 sentences with a quick analyst comment, and the analyst comment should be why is it important, you know, why the mum and pop should read this. But remember, we're posting other people's articles, so it's all about, you know, obviously giving them credit for the article, but we're putting our commentary on and our analyst comment on to the article from our experience in the field. Yeah, so here are the articles from today.
Oh yeah, and under the social media on the website, we were gonna fix up those icons as well, and as the I guess the resolution of the icons, because they don't seem to be high quality.
Yeah, they don't. It looks cheap. It looks nasty. Everything that we do, it's all about brand and reputation. So we got to clean it up. But just remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and everything in here slowly coming together. But we got to clean up the hats. I'd give him advice on the CNN that actually goes on the back of the cap. You know, you can't see what the shirt actually looks like, and we may have to supply better quality ones. So if you would like to be a model with the shirt and the hat, you know, take some selfies or get the parents to take some pictures and send it across, and we can have you modeling on the site. Arjun, you're the only one I see like going, yeah. So I don't know if everyone else is enjoying that or not. Adrian, over to you, bud.
Yeah, I was wondering if in the newsletter as well, would you be able to add a link to the articles? Maybe we can guide them to LinkedIn or TikTok, or I think that would be a good segue.
I get you. Yeah, so you're not talking about a link to the original article, but you're talking about a link to our LinkedIn page with the article.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way to drive up. And I'm still learning everything on HubSpot, so we should realistically be able to, do it all in HubSpot and get it sent out automatically. But I'm just learning the ropes still with this. Everything I'm doing, it's new to me. It's all green fields, but we should be able to create some marketing emails and go from there.
I found a little error under the summer intern team. So he listed it as number 1. The 22.
Yeah,
Yeah, he needs to get rid of the number 1.
it's funny, isn't it, man? Like, and we do need to tidy this up a little bit. I think I can go in there and change that, but hey, if we're paying someone to do it and we got these expectations of what it should look like, we should push ahead with that. But I really want a team photo of you guys here, because without you, we wouldn't have been able to get as far as we have gone, even though we've still got a long way to go. But the little bear looks good.
Yeah.
I like the big titles, Epoch Shop. We need an about us here. Sign up. Will be painstaking, but hey, we'll get there in the end. I think we can use that bear somewhere else on the page as well. We might be able to create a watermark or something in the back of the white, so you can see.
Rob,
like
what if we added it to the top? Can you scroll up all the way? Maybe all the way to the right next to the sign up. Right in the left of sign up.
We should have some room there, and that's the icon for our app as well. But
Okay.
we'll see. I don't want them to get rid of it just yet, because I do like it. But I've learnt my lesson, and I've just been now documenting everything in a PowerPoint, and basically for them to follow the bouncing ball. And I'll show you, the lengths that we'll be going to. I guess it's very similar to us ordering the shirts. The shirts took, 6-7 weeks longer than I expected. The website's taking a little bit longer than I expected as well. But basically everyone now has got a major projects coming up to the end of the session. I really want to push you to make sure you meet those objectives and finish strong. But I'm supplying pictures, I'm supplying actions, and I'm also writing everything down here. I don't know what the issue is, but everything seems to get lost in translation. All right, what else, guys?
I think that's a great solid point to wrap up. Definitely looking at the website, it's really awesome to see how far we've come. Beginning of week 11. I definitely think we need to keep it up. We have 593 on LinkedIn, huge win, almost at 600, and we have 2 weeks to get that 400 to make that goal of 1,000 by the end of 12 weeks. The way we're going, we might be able to hit it, or at least in the high 800s. But like I've been saying, it's all snowball effect. Once we get more and more, once we get more shares, it's just gonna grow, right? So I think it's a solid point to wrap up.
And did you guys notice how fast and in front of the news cycle we are? So Beacon Computer comes out with the student loan accounts, and we've already identified that article, in the early morning, and we're talking about it, and it's pretty sweet when we're in front of these major corporations. So, but we're definitely doing something. It's nice to be the first ones out there and push that information out. Even this one here I was reading earlier today, I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. There's just so many sources of this information, and a lot of the time when you read it, it's just so technical, right? So, a receipt for £8 million, is that pound or euro? That's pounds. iOS 0-day for sale, right? So it's pretty crazy. Would that be good for our mum and pop audience? Probably not, but it just shows you that where I want to be leading this is everything that we're doing at the moment is our foundations for later in life, where we want to have everything automated and churned into a big computer and have that big computer spit it out, right? So it's we're doing the hard work now, but we're going to automate all of this, and then we can focus on the main things out there, and that's getting people engaged and learning about the cyber industry. All right, those news articles. Nothing else has come in. Oh, a couple articles, but nothing. So yeah, we're in front of everyone, which is incredible. It's pretty special to know that. And Adrian, you're right. Our audience is going to grow. It's going to snowball. It just takes one person to identify what we're doing, and then that person tells their 4 friends, and they tell their 4 friends, and we get some sponsorship, and we all get new shirts and McAfee antivirus for free or something like that. Maybe LastPass might be cheap now after their source code got pawned. So yeah, Visual.
I just had my hand up, sorry.
You're right. Well, guys, if there's no further questions, more of the same. Let's just finish the next 2 weeks really strong. We've made a lot of progress again. You guys keep me honest. You keep me, pushing this really, really hard. I get around, I wear the clothes. I speak to people. They're like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Oh, well, it's my startup. We're pre-revenue. I may have the business plan upside down wrong because I'm building a community. I'm not selling anything, but it's also a way of getting, I think, a lot of respect in the community. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
All right, guys. Oh, one other thing as well. Our, let's call it end of intern party. So my friend who was meant to be coming and as a guest speaker, he's busy doing, I think he's in the middle of selling his business. Well, he is in the middle of selling his business. So the free time that he doesn't have, I'm trying to twist his arm to make sure that he is going to be here on the 18th of September. So we were going to have the in-person session at Reston on the Saturday after the week of the 5th. However, Ashley won't be available, so we're going to push it out to the 18th. I just wanted to keep everyone in the loop. And after the end of this week 12, we've been really focused on the website, news articles, and things like that. I've got to flip the switch. I've got to go into R&D mode. I've got to then get this minimum viable product of the machine learning, scraping the documents, pushing them out for my CSIRO program of work, the Innovate to Grow, the high intense 10-week course that I'm doing, and that will push me for another 4 to 5 weeks. But I'll update this. I'll map it out. So, you know, those who can assist, please do. And, you know, but once week 12's done, there's no more commitment. And it's my goal then to move into coaching and mentoring you guys for the 3 months afterwards, and sitting down with you for 30 minutes individually and just talking about where you want to go and how you're going to get there and what are you doing and what steps are you taking to make sure you do. All right, let's go around the room just once more. Adrian, any last comments?
No less comments. Let's just keep pushing. 2 more weeks.
Yep. Arjun, loving the small videos. Let me know. I'll get you some more content across. Any last comment?
I'm using the one that we had on Slack, the video ideas, and I'm working on them. I also, beside the video, I think I'll try to create some photo design and also the slide ones. For example, types of cyber attacks. You slide, you have the malware, some explanation what it is, and phishing attacks, something
Yep.
like this. And
Right.
after I finish them, I'll send it to you so you can give me a feedback. And
Yep. Just make sure it's our own content and we're not, you know, taking someone else's. That'd have to be my only concern, to make sure that we don't get a phone call and go, hey, this is verbatim what we say. And then a lot of people in the industry do repeat each other, but just got to make sure that our content's our own. All right, Layla, thank you so much for taking the initiative to post those articles today. Much appreciated. And I think that really got the ball rolling for everyone.
Yes, it was no problem. I'm glad I know how to do it now, so that's good. I am glad to see where we are and where we'll be at the end of week 12. Excited.
And you know what I just identified? There is Twitter for business, where I can now add everyone to the Twitter. So you can not only post then on LinkedIn, Facebook, you should be able to do Twitter as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, that'll be really good.
Yeah, I can't believe it's like the 10th week. We're in week 11 now, and I'm just finding out. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And Visual.
Yeah, I mean, we're just waiting for the website developer to finish doing his thing. We're gonna send out the document and play the waiting game. If anything comes up, I can always get him to hop on a call with you.
Yep. Now, if anyone has, you know, an Apple Mac with the latest version of 13 on it, please reach out to Dishka so she can test the app. And if anyone uses an Android phone, we should try and get you to test the app on the Android phone as well.
I use Android phone.
Okay. Yeah, please reach out to Dishka and volunteer to say that you can test the app on Android.
Okay, I'll send her a message. And sir, I had one more question about the Instagram and TikTok. How are we gonna go with that?
Yeah, I think as you've seen, I just sprayed all social media. So the video you created, I saved it to my phone and I was just like paste, add the video, then pasted the comments, then shared. If there's a better way, let me know. You know,
Yeah.
at the moment it's very hydraulic, but again, I want to automate it. So then, you know, we're just posting one article and it's going to multiple platforms.
I think on TikTok it's more about the video.
We just lost you there, Arjun. Can you please repeat?
When it comes to TikTok, I think it's more about short videos. So if
Yeah.
we create about 5 to 10 videos and then we start posting one day by day,
Yep.
or
Yeah.
one into 2 days. So I think we should create a strategy, so maybe there we can reach out more.
I'd really like to do one per week for the time being, because then, you know, we can go away and build the content now over the next 2 weeks and maybe have 10 videos lined up. That way we can, you know, just hit yes and fire. Otherwise, I think we'll run out of content and our program will be over. But I'd love to have a backlog of 10 videos that we post once a week and see what we can grow on TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram Shorts.
Yeah.
But it's, Arjun, for me, it's all about fun. I love getting it out there, even if there are mistakes, because you're going to have someone out there go, oh, well, you guys got mistakes in this. I'm like, well, you still watched it, and now you'll help my audience grow a little bit more. You know? So we don't always have to be straight-laced and academic in our articles or how we speak. We just got to be natural, and people will like us for us.
That makes sense.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. Tomorrow we've got a couple more one-on-ones, but please continue to collaborate with each other, encourage each other. If you get stuck, ask for help. If you need to speak to me, please ping me. And, you know, let's finish off on a bang. Hi, guys. Once again, thank you all for your time.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.